Hey, and welcome to Business English with Christina, where you become better at business and better at English. Today's episode is a little different because I'm trying something new. In fact, this video will also become the podcast for our English Conversation Club, and a special shout out to all of our ECC family. So I hope you like this experiment. Let me know in our WhatsApp group. If you're new to this channel or this podcast, I'm Christina Brailsford, and I'm the founder of Business English with Christina. And in today's episode, I want to explore a fascinating topic that is dear to my heart as an entrepreneur and as an immigrant living in a foreign country, and that is how to be mentally tough. Now, mental toughness, it's a phrase that we often hear in the context of sports, business, even personal growth. But, what does it really mean? To me, it's the ability to persevere, to stay committed to our goals, even in the face of adversity. It's about being resilient and focused. And we could also call it grit. And I highly recommend the book by that name, Grit, by Angela Duckworth. I read it last year, and it had a profound impact on the way that I see adversity and challenges now, which is different from when I started, definitely. But today I want to share insights from an article that encapsulates this concept of mental toughness and the idea of 1% improvements. It talks about how, successful, mentally tough people understand the power of small, consistent changes. And I've spoken about this before. It's easy to set big goals, and it's also easy to feel overwhelmed by them. But this article, and I'll put the link in the notes below the video, sheds light on a different approach. So let's talk about the 1% marginal gains rule. This is a concept that was championed by Sir Dave Brailsford. He's the former performance director of British cycling, so, up there. His theory was simple but profound. He believed that improving just 1% in a variety of small ways could lead to extraordinary results. And so they looked at tiny changes to the cyclists' lives, getting the right pillow, washing their hands more to avoid illness, adjustments to each cyclist's specific diet, etc. And all these little changes, they add up to big improvement. And this approach literally transformed British cycling from a team so bad that British cycling brands, not just British cycling brands, almost paid them to not use their brand for fear of bad publicity. And this and they went from that to being an international powerhouse, winning multiple Olympic gold medals and dominating the Tour de France. So now you might wonder, but how does this apply to us in our everyday lives as normal people? Well, it's about focusing on what I call microexcellence. It's about making tiny, almost imperceptible improvements in various aspects of our lives. This could be as simple as tweaking our daily routines, improving our communication skills bit by bit, or even enhancing our work efficiency by very small margins. And the beauty of this concept is its applicability. In my own life, for example, I've embraced this idea of 1% gains by trying to improve maybe just one thing at a time. Maybe it's going to bed a little earlier so I get enough sleep, or looking at the best snacks to eat before I go out for my marathon training. But it's focusing on one small thing at a time and being consistent with it as much as possible. I'm not perfect though, and that's okay. We don't have to be perfect. But if it's a small change, you can keep at it, and you can always just try again because it's easy. And this mindset, this culture of seeking continuous improvement is what sets the mentally tough apart. It's not about the big leaps. It's about the small, consistent steps. It's about finding joy in the journey of improvement, no matter how insignificant it may seem right then. The rewards will come from consistency, but you have to keep at it at the long term, and that's where most people fail because they don't have that toughness to keep going when they don't see the results fast. One of my favorite quotes about this comes from runner champion Usain Bolt, who said, "I trained for 4 years to run a 9-second race, and people give up when they don't see results after 2 months." So to conclude, remember that mental toughness, it's not just about enduring hardships. It's about embracing a mindset of continuous improvement, of seeking those 1% gains in every aspect of our lives. And it's about the small daily discipline that over time lead to significant transformations. All right, so to all of you guys, listeners, especially to my English Conversation Club members, I encourage you to discuss how you can apply this concept in your own lives. What small changes can you make today that will lead to a better tomorrow? And thank you for joining me at Business English with Christina. Remember, mental toughness, it's a journey, not a destination.